We are back.
Welcome.
Miss the Abyss.
Welcome.
Episode 6.
Six.
Yeah. It's your boy, Raymond Rivera, a.k.a. Skillfully Cut, a.k.a. Rebull Apparel, a.k.a. Miss the Abyss, a.k.a. RebullApparel.com.
And I am Jose Gonzalez, a.k.a. Gonzo, a.k.a. Jose the Mighty, a.k.a. the man with the hands, a.k.a. the man of steel, a.k.a. Mr. Misty Abyss, a.k.a. Episode 6.
Yeah, Episode 6. Yeah,
Here we are.
Episode 6. Yeah, I know y'all was missing us for a little bit, but
We're back.
we're back.
Consistency.
We're getting better.
Honing in the craft. Planning. All these great things
I'm
have
happy.
come together to form the conglomerate of episode number 6. Wow.
I'm happy.
Wow. I'm ecstatic.
Happy. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being with us. Thank
For
you
another
for believing
episode,
in us.
yes. Yes.
Thank you for taking your precious time to click on this episode.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys. As you can see, we're rocking our new merch.
It's gotta get a nice stretch in. Oh man.
Show every camera.
Yes,
Alright,
Miss
rocking
the
our
Abyss
merch.
Apparel.
We got the Reaper right here.
Hey.
Yes.
The clothing brand. Just in case you guys kind of missed episode 5. My co-host Raymond Rivera has just launched his clothing brand, Reap Well Apparel.
Come on.
He has started on this new business adventure. We are ecstatic
Let's
for
go.
him to see what he's gonna do. I know there's
Let's
awesome and
go.
great things coming. So just in case you missed episode 5, I just
God
caught
is
you up a
good.
little
God
bit
is good.
on that. Yo, man, how's running the business,
No,
man?
it's good, man. It's that was my nose. That was not technical difficulties. Business is good, man. I'm happy. It's fun. It's exciting to do what you want to do. Get some, passive income and just support. Just your dreams.
Yeah, man.
We have dreams and goals, and
Right.
and sometimes we're too afraid to reach them. And I finally reached them. It's been a long time. It's been years. But I'm
glorious,
here.
glorious.
I'm here.
Glorious.
Check the website
here.
right here. This is the website right here.
Man, this is mind-boggling how he's doing this. How are you? This is creative genius right here.
Editing. Another one.
That's dope, bro. I mean, that's
Yeah,
exciting, man. I'm hyped for you, bro. I know I ordered my shirts. They should be coming in.
and
Supporting the business. Guys, listen. You guys should be able, not that you should. I'm not gonna tell you what to do and what not to do, but if you know a homie, if you know a friend, a pal, and someone in your life who has started their business, go out, support them. Support them. Not just shaking their hand and saying, "Good job, Raymond. I'm glad." But you know what?
please support
The business. Purchase their product. Encourage them. Remind them that there are people on their side rooting for them. That little kind gesture goes such a long way for them.
man.
So.
Listen, we spend a lot of money on a lot of things.
Right.
A lot of unnecessary
Right.
things.
Right.
The least we could do is support
Yes.
a brother or a sister that we know who took their time out to start a business, man. That's
Right.
not easy. There's so many people out there paralyzed, not starting anything because they're scared. That was our last episode. and we
Right.
spoke
If you
about
guys
that.
missed that,
Being too scared to start something because you're not sure exactly what's going to happen. I encourage you to watch the last episode. If you have any desire to start any business, any desire to just to take a hobby to another level,
Yep.
just to start a ministry, just to start something that you wanted to start but you never thought you could do it, I suggest you watch the last episode.
yes. Please check it out.
Please,
support us.
please.
That episode is dope.
see it.
I could be just saying that because I'm the host, but
Bias.
but don't take that from me. Just go check it out yourself and see if it's dope or not. But we talked about some good stuff in that last episode.
Man, how's everything now? Because everything's crazy nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Elections, everything is just so crazy. Masks, we gotta wear masks everywhere. You go somewhere, you forget your mask, you gotta
Go back. Yo, that happened to me the other day. Oh man.
Man, I was walking somewhere. I was taking a nice long walk, 30-minute walk. and forgot my mask. I had to go inside a pharmacy, buy like a $3 mask. You know,
Happened to me. I had gone to the gym,
Yo.
and completely forgot my mask, and I was like, "Yo, thank God the gym sold masks." I mean, I don't know if it's
thank
like
God.
I doubt it's a law that they have to provide masks, but they sold the mask, so I was hyped. I was like, or at least I don't have to go all the way back home.
Man, I could have sworn I saw that these places are supposed to give you masks, but now everyone's selling masks.
Yeah, I don't know the legality of the situation. I can't tell you one way or another. So, I don't know. But in the midst of all this craziness that's going on in this world, let me tell you something that happened to me.
Uh-oh.
I bought a bike. I bought a bike. Not a motorcycle. Not that kind of bike. I bought a old-fashioned pedal with your leg bicycles. In
a good bicycle.
Yes, in the pursuit of being healthier and being more fit.
Healthy, baby.
Yes.
Woo,
yeah, you could drop a bomb for
Yes.
health. Yes, health. You get a bomb. But I bought a bike, man, and I'm pretty hyped about it. It's a nice all-black Specialized bike. I think the brand is called Specialized. I'm not just saying it's specialized for me.
Special.
It's a Specialized bike, and it's been dope. I've been tracking my miles down. I got the Strava app. I'm like a pro. Call me Lance Armstrong, bro. Not Lance Armstrong, because he got in trouble
for him Lance
for some steroid stuff. Call me another
Lance.
famous bicyclist. I don't know anymore besides Lance Armstrong. I'm Lance Armstrong without the human growth hormones and steroids. That's me. So I'm basically a pro now. So that's pretty exciting. But yo, man.
Yo, why ride bike though? Why not just run or like do some other stuff? What's up with the bikes, bro?
Yo, okay, so I'm for people who don't know, I like to run. I don't want to say I like to run, but I do run.
A lot of people don't like to run.
I definitely do run. But I have like, I don't know if it's a shin splint in my left leg, or I don't know if it's anything worse than that. But it is crazy painful to run on.
Is that like common? Does that happen?
Shin splints are like common, but it feels a little bit different than a shin splint. I gotta go check it out. Get it checked out by a doctor.
Gotta get that checked out, man.
Yeah, stop playing around before something worse happens. But that's kind of the main reason I got up. I was like, I don't want to slow down this cardio, because I've just been pursuing trying to be healthier, trying to be more fit, trying to lean out in the winter. I know you're supposed to bulk up in the winter, but I'm trying to lean out.
Mean and lean.
And man, I got goals to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, so gotta hit them goals, baby.
Yeah. Not that it's funny that I mentioned it, but I kind of wanted to talk about goals today.
Yes.
Because I think goals are extremely important and
very, very important.
If we were going back to the last episode real quick, and we talked about like moving in that unknown, like going after your passion, even even though you might not know what's gonna happen next, just going after it. And I think a lot of people got stumped. They were like, "Yeah, I love the idea of going after my goal, but I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what the next step is.
Yeah, how should I start this?
How should I start?" And step number 1, here it is: deep revelation, mighty great new thing is just to plan. Right? Plan it. Plan on what is your plan to obtain this stuff? And in going in that planning, there should be some goals that we should be trying to look into, right?
Set them goals.
Goals that we should be trying to hit.
Yes.
Especially like short-term goals, right? Statistically speaking, people who plan out short-term goals within short-term would mean like within like a month, something to hit in a month time.
Yes.
Are statistically more likely to hit that goal than those who plan on long-term goals, being, anything longer than that, like 2, 3, 4 months longer than that. So I think goal planning is incredibly important, which is why I kind of want to talk about this. So
for sure, it's definitely important, man. Like, because if you don't set your goals or if you don't plan anything, you just kind of like just wander into the air, and you have such a high percentage to fail, and like I said, failing is, when you fail you learn,
right,
but you don't want to keep tripping over the same thing,
especially for no reason. Like,
you shouldn't be tripping over the same thing. You got to understand why you failed, and if you did fail, remember, it's just a learning opportunity to be better, to do better, and it might not be your time at that moment,
right?
But if you have a plan, right, for example, I plan to sell, let's just say a random number, 10 shirts today, and you sold 6 shirts. If you have a plan to sell 10 shirts, now you know your plan. You know you sold 6. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do my emails. I'm gonna do my messages, and I'm gonna sell them 10 shirts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there's a plan, and now this week, okay, I sold 10 shirts. Next week, I want to aim for 20. Let me post these ads, and let me get 20. Next week, I want to do 40. I want to double that. So that just puts you on a snowball to be able to, to grow so much. You know? And instead of just not having a plan. Okay, this week I sold 3 shirts. Oh, that's fine. I just started, whatever. Next week, oh look, I sold 5. And you can grow in that aspect, but at the same time, don't leave it to chance when you can intentionally succeed.
Right. When you can put something in place to set you up for some success.
Intend to succeed.
Right.
Don't just chance it.
Just hope succeed lands. Succeed. Hope success lands on my lap. You know what I'm saying?
You could actually make it happen. You can make it happen if you just don't be scared. Go for it. Set a plan. Write it out. That's how you start. Write it out. Write everything out. Even if it's just a page of just mumbo jumbo. But if you write a page of your thoughts and everything, and you have it all down, that's the start of the process.
Right. Yo, it's crazy too, because I don't know if you know this, but like it is scientifically proven that if you write something down, right, it sticks in memory longer.
That's
making it more upfront for you to focus on.
Yeah, when I was in school, I had to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Because my memory wasn't as sharp. So literally, people say, "Why are you writing it down so much?"
Right.
That was my method to remember. I would write it down over and over and over. And then when it will be time to remember, I just go. It's just easier for me to get it from my brain because I wrote it down so much, or I'll say it,
which is another powerful thing. Speaking out loud is that's very powerful.
Yeah, like for example, like when you meet somebody, like if you go to a job or something, or you're at an important event or important party, and they say, "Hey, my name is Rob. Hey, Rob, how's it going?"
Right.
Like that. That's what we learned, to say the person's name.
Right, to remember it. Right.
Yeah, to remember it, because I will forget.
You and me both, man. You and me both.
My memory is not that sharp.
Not good with names at all.
So names take me a long. Even if I see you every day, it's gonna take me weeks. Especially if you have a difficult name. So I will have to say it, write it down. So like if that's you and you need somewhere to start, man, get some type of planner or get some type of book and write it down. Write down your goals, even if it's like crazy goals, like even if it's ridiculous. Like I want to sell 100 shirts this week, or I want to talk to 100 people, or I want to whatever it is. I want to bake 100 pies, whatever. I want to draw 100 pieces, of art. You might not hit it, but as you have a goal.
Right.
So if your goal is I want to draw 100 pieces of art and you draw only 15, okay, so now you have a gauge.
Right.
Okay, I was only able to do 15. So now
next week, right?
Yeah. So at least you know where you're at. So next week you can push yourself, or maybe spend less time doing this and less time doing that.
Right.
Now you can fit in more paintings and stuff like that.
Right. That shit is really important, right? So just gauging yourself for goal setting. Like you said, like, so we can have this ridiculous, I don't want to say ridiculous goal, but we set this goal. All right, I'm going to do, I don't know, like this week, I'm going to do 100 push-ups every day. I'm going to do 100 push-ups for the week. Let's just call it that. Make it much simpler. You only get up to 56 or whatever. So next week you go, okay, this week I only was able to accomplish 56. So this week I'm going to try to go for 60. I'm going to try to just get to 60, right? You push yourself a little bit more. And the wonderful thing about like goals, especially short-term goals, is that they kind of, like you said, snowball into greater things. Yes. So like if my intention is to sell 500 shirts for the year, instead of saying January 1st, I'm going to sell 500 shirts by the end of the year, I would say, I'm going to sell 50 shirts by February. Like that's my short-term goal. And making that long-term 50 shirts in a month seems way more manageable than 500 shirts in a year. Although you have more time, but the smaller quantity, you're just more in tune. You're more focused in on that, which is why I think it's like, so these short-term goals are incredibly important, because what we don't want to do is have these long-term goals that we kind of forget about 2 months in. So I forgot I think it's like, I don't want to misquote the statistic, but I think it's like 80% of people don't ever hit their New Year's resolution and wind up quitting by February.
Yeah.
Like it's
that
wild. Right. And it's because it's because too often we have these crazy long-term goals that sound incredibly motivating when we're laying in bed at 11:59 New Year's Eve, or we're out partying or whatever it is. At 11:59, you go, yeah, I'm going to, I'm going to sell 500 shirts next year. That sounds great when you're hyped and you're motivated and stuff like that. But when February comes along and a lot of that motivation is gone out the door.
Let's just use a real example. I'm gonna lose all this weight.
Right. That's a big one, right? I'm gonna lose 100 pounds.
How are the gym memberships on January and February?
Oh. Anybody goes to the gym, right? They'll know, right? January is this big rush, and it kind of dies out by February, March, the latest, right? And it's just evidence of like how people can be so motivated in the beginning and drop out. Not even a quarter of the way through. So again, like this is why these short-term goals are important, because they're just more manageable. They're more realistic. They're more obtainable. And the wonderful thing about short-term goals is another bonus is that it's very easy to ask somebody to hold you accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? I can, if I'm going to tell you, yo, Ray, I'm going to try to, I don't know, what's short-term goal? I'm going to finish a book in a month. You know what I'm saying? Just hold me accountable for this 1 month. It's very easy for you to check in, right? Because it's still fresh in your memory to be like every week, yo, how many pages, how far are you into this book? What did you learn this week? What chapter are you on? Versus if I say, Ray, I want to read 57 books by the end of the year. And you're like, okay, I'll try to hold you accountable. And in 6 months, we both forgotten our goal, the goal that I set. And then can we kind of just lose track of it?
Yeah. It's easier just to lose track of it. Also, like, I love the short term goals, because it's like, whenever you meet the short term goal, like I can have a goal in a week, and when you meet a goal, aside from the snowball effect, it encourages you to go further.
Yeah,
because whenever you obtain that success and you meet that goal, it's like, wow, I met this goal. Yeah, I want to get the next goal.
Right.
And that's what creates that snowball effect, is that you accomplish something. So that's what it is. It's that's what he's talking about. Like, these short term goals are awesome, because once you accomplish that, it's like, wow.
Let me speaking about that, I just wanted something that David Goggins says, and David Goggins is this guy might be the most hardcore guy on the planet, on planet Earth. Like, he's insane. Like, he has the world record for pull-ups, the most pull-ups in 24 hours. Oh, shoot. He runs ultra marathons, like 100-mile races. Like, he is an animal. He's incredible. But in his book, he talks about like the cookie jar. Right. So like when you are pursuing this goal or this new number, this new feat, this new height, as you're going through it, it might seem a little bit difficult, but that's when we dip back into the cookie jar and pull out one of our past success, and that kind of motivates us to go forward. So
I like that.
In the view of a long-term goal, when we're in like June, halfway through, and we've hit all these short-term goals, we can go back into the cookie jar, right, and pull out, yo, I killed it last month. I sold 25 shirts, or I read 3 books last month. Of course, I can do it again this month, or do a little bit better.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so it's like this cookie jar idea, or the snowball effect, if you will, that makes these short term goals like incredibly powerful. Like, they're just so useful. Again, like, people kind of get tripped up with this long term stuff, and it's like, dog, you don't have to even think that long. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to look at a year scope. We can look at a month scope and get it done, get this goal done in the month.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt in making a long term goal.
Right?
Like,
no, without a doubt.
In 10 years, I definitely want to have a house.
Right. Without a doubt.
But who knows? But with these short term goals, you might way surpass your long term goal.
Right.
So I think those short term goals are important. And it's funny because, we never, no one wants to fail. No one wants to lose or not hit their goal or not get things done. What's that saying? The saying is no one plans to fail. They fail to plan.
Right. Yeah. It's such a common phrase, and it's so true, man. Like,
no one decides I'm gonna fail, but you just fail to plan. And that's true, because sometimes we're lazy. Sometimes we think things are gonna happen for us, but no, you literally have to wake up and intentionally plan out what it is that you're gonna do,
right,
and how you're gonna do it. And if you don't do that, and like I said, you leave it by chance, you will fall short over and over and over again,
without a doubt. And it's crazy, because living in 2020, there is just so many resources to hit your goal, like, or they'll hold you accountable. There's to-do lists, to-do apps on your phone. There's habit trackers on your phone. There's just yeah. So in 2020, it's crazy because there's just so many different things, so many resources to hold you accountable to your goals, and help you attain these goals, right? So like, there's a bunch of to-do apps, right? Apps that specifically made to organize a to-do list for you and help you and remind you to check off these things daily.
Exactly.
There's habit trackers that are designed to remind you, hey, did you complete this habit today? Just to like name off the top of my head, there's To-Do on Android and iOS. I love To-Do. That's my go-to app. And for habit tracking, I use Habit Bull. Just because I had a couple of them, but specifically Habit Bull, like you get a little calendar and you see the colors, fill up the calendar dates, right? And for I'm sure it's just some human thing, right? That happens to everybody, right? Like when you see these things stack up, when you see a streak happen, you're like, I don't want to break this streak. I'm going to keep going and be, so I think, like, again, in 2020, it's just like, there's just so much out there to help you obtain these short-term goals and help you, to maximize your potential, to maximize your time.
And you can just take an old school, just get like a regular calendar.
Yeah.
And then like you know your goal, right? So like if you know you did it or not, you just put a check.
Right.
And then like if you didn't do it at all, you put an X. If you did it like halfway, you just put like a line. And then you could put it by the fridge or by the door.
Yeah, somewhere you can see it daily.
Yeah, yeah. And then you'll be like, okay, I want to see more checks, and then you could be accountable with like your wife, your husband,
right?
And they'll see it, they'll know, and that can help you be accountable. Take it old school too, but imagine back in the day, how you had to be self-motivated.
Right, yo.
Nowadays we have so many things.
Before the internet.
Listen, man, you could go on the internet and you could do anything. You can learn anything. You can
read
anything.
There's just so much. There's too much. Like maximize the fact that you live in 2020, man. With the internet. The mighty invention of
Google
the internet.
Anything you want to learn. Like I've been in interviews, right? And I would Google something right like before the interview.
Yeah.
I know she's gonna ask me.
Yo, it's crazy.
So, what is your weaknesses? That's the question I hate the most. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? I mean, come on, like some people say stupid answers like, well, I just want to get so much work done that it's just too much.
Yo, that's someone's real answer.
Yeah, that's someone's real answer, and I'm just like,
funny,
that's hilarious.
That's funny.
But I'm like, man, but you don't want to say, well, I have no weaknesses, and then you don't want to seem weak if you say a real weakness. Right. So I was like, what do I say?
So that's something you Googled.
I Googled right.
So while I was potential HR people were gonna hire Raymond. Just know he Googles answers before the interview, so try to trick him. Ask for his Google history,
which is a good thing if you Google answers, because that shows that you're trying to get things done.
Right.
Either way, see, that's actually good because some employees, right, and employers don't like this.
Right,
employers don't like you going to them for everything.
Right.
They hate that.
No.
They want you to use your brain.
Right. And figure it out. Right.
Yeah, figure it out. Even if it means using Google or YouTube, figure out the fact that you did it without them telling you, they were like, oh my God,
right. You seem like a genius. You seem superb, and all you did was Google something on your phone.
Yeah. That's actually a good little piece of advice. Like, don't always ask. Like, oh, how should I get this done? Oh, how would you like this done? Employers, they like when you're motivated, self-sufficient, right. You're getting things done. They don't have to tell you every second, what to do. They like that you know what to do when you're getting things done, or you're doing a little bit something extra that you wasn't told to do.
Right.
That's really good.
Yeah, there you go. Gem for your job career by Raymond Rivera.
A little explosion there.
No, but yeah, man. Like, so I again, like, just continue to like hit this over the head, like these short-term goals, accountability.
We should do our own little goal while we're here. We should do our own little goal just to lead by example.
Right. Okay.
So let's see what we're gonna do. All right. So my goal, let me see.
I don't know what to do.
I want to do something that's hard, something that's health related. Because my health is horrible at the moment.
Right, at the moment. Stay tuned for a glowing Raven.
Yeah. like the handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
Okay, so my goal would be to. Wow, I want to walk. No, forget about it. I want to lose at least 3 pounds
3 pounds in how long?
in 2 weeks.
That's it. Yeah,
that-
that's doable. I
I
think.
mean, I don't know.
Why don't we do 5 pounds in 2 weeks?
Okay,
That's
we'll do 5 pounds in
manageable,
2
right?
weeks. I was trying to say
That's
3 'cause
Raymond's
I
goal.
wanted
That's
to
not my
like
goal.
I wanted to like do some unhealthy stuff too. But,
Not
all
give
right,
him no
5
wiggle.
pounds.
5 pounds. After the show, we gotta take your weight and make sure we like
Yes,
know exactly what's
I
going
gotta
on.
do that. I gotta take my before pictures. Ooh. See, I gotta eat a lot because I gotta perfect my before picture.
Yeah,
So I just gotta
right,
eat a
of
lot.
Of course, everybody knows that you have to perfect the before picture, so you gotta like eat a lot. And,
Exactly. That's mine.
Okay,
5 pounds.
That's doable in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay,
I gotta be anywhere from 215 to 220.
okay. Well, we'll
I'll
weigh
be
you to get
surprised
an
if I'm
exact
wrong. Yeah.
to get an exact
Yeah.
one, so there's no cheating involved, and I'll hold you
Stay
accountable. I guess for me, I'm going to. You know what?
What's difficult? So it has to be something difficult.
Something difficult?
Yeah, not something that you always do.
2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I want to say no. Okay, so give me. Let me. I'll read 2 books in a month.
Oh yeah,
That's-
reading is tough.
Right. So it's so funny. Like, so I get into these sometimes desires to read a lot, and then there'd be complete there'd be times where I don't want to read anything. So
I have
2
a lot of
books
those
in a
times.
month, I think is super doable for me. So I'll keep you. I will even let you know what books I
Well,
read.
Let's do a goal in the same time process. So like
Okay.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, so I'll read 1 book in 2 weeks.
So 1 book into it.
One book, 2
But like that's kind of what kind of book is it? Like
I'm gonna read something that is not like I'll read something that I'll get something out of. I didn't like.
All right, yeah, that's
You know,
fine. It doesn't matter, even if it's like the point. Okay, read something that's gonna, not like a science fiction. Read something that like you're actually gonna learn, like something
Okay,
that's gonna
yeah. I got
illuminate your mind.
Yeah.
That you could bring here.
Okay, no
Read
doubt.
something that's like, that's like wow, like you taught me something.
Yeah. I got
You
you.
know?
Yeah.
And through my little 5 pound process, I could teach other people something.
Right.
That, what worked, what didn't. So
Or just the fact you'll just show them that
yeah,
I kept a short term goal.
Yes.
Like
we
that.
we kept the short term goal. We'll have our own little calendar or something here to check off.
Yeah.
But for this episode, we just want to encourage you guys to write down your plans, write
Yes.
down your goals,
Yes.
whatever it is.
Short term goals. Share it with us because we'd love
Yes,
to hold
please.
you guys, some of you
We
guys
wanna hear it
accountable.
too.
Why not? Like, why not?
Yeah, we
you
can
can
hold
hit
each
us up.
other accountable.
Hit us up on our Instagram page, or hit us individually on our own.
What's the
our
IG?
personal
What's the
Instagram.
IG?
The IG is Miss the Abyss _ It's
This
this
is
it's
not
underscore,
underscore,
okay? Miss the Abyss _ no space in it. And you can't space and use it.
No, it's underscore.
Yeah, right, okay. So it's just Miss the Abyss. No,
Wait, was Misty Abyss taken?
huh?
Was Misty
Yes,
Abyss?
Miss the Abyss was taken. I don't even. What? That's what I said.
Who
Yo,
else
dog.
is Miss the
Yo,
Abyss, man?
whoever is at Miss the Abyss with nothing else, just
Yo, can
at-
we have it?
Yo, can we talk? Like,
Yeah,
Can
we,
we-
we can actually do that, but they might require some funds. So I don't know.
And you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be that someone who listens to our episode 0 and be like, "Oh, it's quiet for them. Miss the Abyss is mine."
Somebody we know. Or
Yeah,
something.
word. Yo, if we do know you, can you just tell us and let us know so we can beat you up and take the Instagram?
Give it back.
No, I mean,
Give it back.
but yeah, man. So just stay tuned. We got some new other things
Man,
coming
please
out, man.
Go to reapwellapparel.com.
Yes.
Support.
Buy some merch.
Support.
Rock it. Show it off.
Support.
So somebody can be like, yo, what is
Por
Miss the
favor,
Abyss?
support.
What is the Reapwell? And you can talk
Support.
about it and help
Support.
us out, man.
Okay,
That's
support.
it.
Support.
But till next time, we're out of here. This has been Miss the Abyss, episode 6.
Ooh,
Homie.
that's a lot of episodes.
Another one.
Another one. Wow.
Know what I mean?
Hey, we finna shoot another episode, man. What time is it?
It's like 9:30.
Decent.